at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go.
All right, guys, what a weekend. We finished 5th place in the BFL that was on Lake Murray this weekend. Just want to give you guys a quick recap of the tournament since I didn't have the GoPro going. There was torrential downpour, a lot of wind. I just didn't even want to deal with the camera. But I wasn't expecting what happened to actually happen. It started out in practice. So on Wednesday, I went out just for a few hours in the morning, and I ended up finding a couple patches of eelgrass. And it's odd how I found it. I was actually in a shallow area, fishing some docks, just trying to look for a bite, and I had to take a work call. So I sat down to hop on this work call, but as I was sitting there, I kind of looked down and saw some dark spots in the grass. Once I wrapped up the work call, I threw a rattle trap out there to pull it through, just to see what kind of grass it was and if it was grass at all. And then I realized it was eelgrass. So I slow rolled a spinnerbait over the top of it. Using the scope, I saw some come out of the grass, and I caught a 2.5. Well, I wanted to see how much eelgrass was in this area. So I ended up getting on the trolling motor, putting it on high, and just kind of zigzagging through looking for more eelgrass, only to find out that this entire flat was full of patches of eelgrass. As I got to the deeper side, just to go look at some of the docks, there was a deep channel that kind of swings up next to the docks, and I wanted to go see what was over there. And as I was heading into the deeper section, I don't know, 4 or 5 pounder swam right by me. And then I went 20 more feet, and I saw another big fish swim by me. And then went up a little more ways and saw another big fish swim by me. And so that right then I kind of knew what I wanted to do in the tournament. I was going to go out Friday morning just to check some stuff up the river. It was another windy day, lake wind advisory, and I didn't want to go up and ruin anything that I had kind of thought in my head about this area. It's a really big area, and I was actually there to fish something else, so I had a backup plan in case this didn't really pan out. But I knew that the big fish were in the area, and judging by that 2.5 that I caught, there was some bucks that were in there as well. So I kind of based my whole tournament on that. So fast forward till Saturday, we take off at 7 on boat 54, I believe. But right as they called our boat number, it just torrential downpour. I couldn't even see the guy that blasted off in front of me. Freaked me out a little bit. I was getting pelted by rain and wind, so I pulled into a flat just to fish it. We fished it for maybe 20 minutes to get out of the wind and get out of the way of the guys that were still wanting to run in that. And as soon as it cleared up a little bit, I told my coach, hey, we're gonna get on the trolling motor. We're gonna run as far away from this as we can. We're gonna kind of get down to the area I wanted to start in. And so we did that, and we made the 15 to 20 minute run to get down there. And once we got there, I mean, it was crazy. The wind was kind of blowing right into this area, which I did not account for when I was in practice. I was not accounting for wind coming directly out of, I guess it would be the east, blowing right in, or I guess northeast, blowing right into this area that I wanted to fish. But it was good. It wasn't too bad. Like, we could still sit on the spots. But it was good enough to mix up the water in there because it was really clear water in practice, and I was a little worried about that. So I wanted to make really long. My plan was to make really long cast, to catch these fish. I want to make really long casts. But what happened is when the rain and wind came in, it kind of stirred up the water, and it really got the fish going. So I had 20 pounds and 15 ounces. Again, that was good enough for 5th place. And I caught all of that in, the first, 30 minutes of the day. I had a limit by 9:14 in the morning, and I spent the rest of the day trying to upgrade. I did break off 2 key fish that were both bigger than the biggest fish that I had. So that, I'm still kicking myself, but Mike Murphy dropped 29 on him. I don't think it would have mattered. I wouldn't have got the win with those 2 fish, but I definitely think I could have probably pulled off a 2nd place finish versus 5th. Still, it's my first top 10, so I'm really happy about that finish and really happy about the day. It was definitely a blessed day. It was just nonstop catching fish. I just couldn't. I couldn't find any more big ones to cull. I was stuck with a 3 or 3.5 that I just couldn't get rid of for the entire day. all in all, it was a really good event. I'm very happy to have done that on my home lake. It was good for a morale booster and good for the first event of the year. I'm looking forward to head into Santee Cooper, and yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.